That emperor sets Roland on one side, and Oliver, and the Archbishop Turpin, their bodies bids open before his eyes, and all their hearts in silken veils to wind, and set them in coffers of marble white. After they take the bodies of those knights, each of the three is wrapped in a deer's hide. They're washen well in allspice and in wine. The king commands Tedbolt and Gabun, Marquis Oton, Melun, the count besides, along the road in 3 wagons to drive. They're covered well with carpets Galazine. Now to be off would that Emperor Charles, when pagans, lo, come surging the vanguard. 2 messengers come from their ranks forward, from the admiral bring challenge to combat. 'Tis not yet time, proud king, that thou depart. Lo, Balagant comes cantering afterward. Great are the hosts he leads from Arab parts. This day we'll see if thou hast vassalage. Charles the king his snowy beard has clasped, remembering his sorrow and damage. Haughtily then his people all regards. In loud voice he cries with all his heart, Barons and Franks, to horse I say, to arms. First before all was armed that emperor, nimbly enough his iron sark endued, laced up his helm, girt on his sword joyeuse. Outshone the sun that dazzling light it threw. Hung from his neck a shield, was of Gironde, and took his spear, was fashioned at Blandun. And on his good horse then mounted Tencendur, which he had won at the ford below Marsoun, when he flung dead Malpaline of Nerbun. Let go the reins, spurred him with either foot, 65,000 behind him as he flew, calling on God and the Apostle of Rome. Through all the field dismount the Frankish men, 65,000 and more, they arm themselves. The gear they have enhances much their strength. Their horses swift, their arms are fashioned well. Mounted they are, and fight with great science. Find they that host, battle they'll render them. Their gonfalons flutter above their helms. When Charles sees the fair aspect of them, he calls to him Jozeran of Provence, Naaman the Duke, and Antelme of Mayence. In such vassals should man have confidence, whom not to trust were surely want of sense. Unless the Arabs of coming here repent, then Roland's life, I think, will dearly sell. Answers Duke Naimes, God grant us his consent. Charles hath called Rebel and Guinemon. Thus said the king, My lords, you I command to take their place, Oliver and Roland. One bear the sword, and the other the olifant. So canter forth ahead before the van, and in your train take 15,000 Franks, young bachelors, that are most valiant. As many more shall after them advance, whom Gebwin shall lead, also Lorenz, Naimes the Duke, and the Count Joserens. Go to adjust these columns in their ranks. Find they that host, they'll make a grand attack. Of Franks the first columns made ready there, after those 2 a third they next prepare. In it are set the vassals of Bavair, some 1,000 score high-prized chevaliers. Never was lost the battle where they were. Charles for no race neath heaven hath more care, save those of France, who realms for him conquered. The Danish chief, the warrior Count Ogier, shall lead that troop, for haughty is their air.